Welcome to this video on performance art. So, our Governor Gavin Newsom, just proposed a new budget, right? $15.8 billion surplus, right? Because of AI. Yeah, because of the stock market. Stock market's going, up and up and up and up. We all know that. And of course, the money is coming from the Fed. That's why we have a $39 trillion federal debt right now. Can never pay back. Yeah, it's all because AI is too big to fail. So the whole thing is performance art, whole stock market and everything. For how long? I don't know. I guess they can keep it on, as long as they can keep borrowing money. We have $1 trillion in interest payments, and it's going to go up to $2, $3, $4, $5 trillion a year. It's going to be a lot of fun for you young people. Because I'm retired. I'm 62 now, so I'm there, and I'm the baby boomer. And so, with this budget, of course, the Legislative Analyst Office says several historically reliable signals suggest the stock market currently is overheated and due for a correction. It's now hard to ignore. Okay, yeah, it's a bubble, but it's all performance art, so it's fun to watch. Speaking of performance art, let's talk about Uber, San Francisco. So I don't know if you saw this report. This came out at CBS LA 2 days ago. It says Uber, DoorDash, and Lyft accounts are being rented and stolen online. Investigations, right? So like this report here, and this guy got almost, robbed. He had to pull out a gun, and of course I had my camera stolen last week from an Uber driver, and of course they're like a menace. They're a public nuisance out there for sure. What's going on? And it's all the city knows, Uber knows. It's all just all that stuff about authorized people, background checks and all that stuff. Just performance art, all of it. Yeah. So that's what's going on. And of course, the AI trial, that was fun. A lot of performance art there too, huh? That's, I think, all just to get Sam out, the fruit. For orange, because the orange is still doing good. I think that orange could last another month. We'll just have to wait and see what the judge is going to say, what the verdict is going to be on Sam. Of course, we'll have to see what's going to happen, whether it was actually organized or not. We don't know. Let's wait and see. And speaking of AI, so one thing, the journalists, they never ask. Like these companies saying, 60% of our code, of our new code, is written by AI. Right? You see this all the time. Just more performance art, because did the journalists in public, in the mainstream media, I'm sure in the tech articles there's more in depth, but in the mainstream, like SF, Gate, Examiner, Chronicle, all the, main people are going, they never ask, well, how much of that code did you write before AI? Right? They never think to even ask, because my first job out of college back in the 80s was as a software librarian, because that was the whole point. You would write code, submit it to the library. I was the librarian, so I searched and found all the stuff, how to support it all. And you would just share code. You didn't write. Right? And the bunny mechanism that I have in GitHub right now, if you look at it, most of that code isn't mine. It's always been that way. But the article comes out, it's just performance art. That AI is doing everything. Yeah. So it's all just performance art. We're going to have to wait and see, how this works out. And, have a great Thursday.